What's up, guys? That Really Gross Guy here. We are back, and today we are going to be taking a quick look at the new Fortuna reveals that are coming with the Fortuna update. So I'm going to make this as quick as possible, but I do want to say, number one is there are going to be Twitch drops for Fortuna when the updates comes out. So if you would like to come hang out on a live stream and get yourself some Twitch drops, you can do so on my channel at twitch.tv/thatreallygrossguy. Pretty much any channel allows for this. However, if you would like to come support me, hang out, maybe talk a little bit about some things, I would love to have you. I'll be streaming for sure quite a bit for this update, and I'm trying to get in the habit of streaming more often, so that would be awesome to see you guys over there. But yeah, when it comes to this update, I am going to talk about everything we pretty much know and also hint at a few things that we saw at TennoCon, some of which we have concept art from back in the day that we can also check out about maybe some Fortuna stuff coming our way. But first of all, it is shown that we will for sure be getting Garuda in this update, and this was originally not going to be a thing. Apparently Garuda was not going to make it into Fortuna. However, I believe that it took them longer than they were expecting to get Fortuna out, and whatever quest or whatever that it was tied to Garuda at first that wasn't going to be ready now should be ready for the update, because like I said, they did announce that they are going to be putting Garuda in this update. Hopefully they didn't skip out on any of the Garuda stuff, because I really would like to see some cool lore stuff tied to a lot of the Warframes, and hopefully they didn't skip out. But Garuda's here. She's looking awesome. I love Garuda. I think she looks absolutely fantastic. And we also get to see her alternate helm, which I think looks pretty cool. I want to see this on frame and get to play around with it and see, if it's for me. I'll probably have some sort of fashion frame of both. But there's a quick look at her alternate helmet, which looks fantastic. She also will be having her own Garuda cape, Sayandana, which, of course, can go on other frames, but this one is aesthetically tied to Garuda, which looks really, really cool. It's one of those one-sided Sayandanas that's non-symmetrical that looks really awesome, and I like it. Also, she has like a signature crossbow, which you can also, once again, use on any frame you want, but it is her signature crossbow, which reminds me of like a Latron, but in a crossbow form, because it is a single-shot crossbow. I'm kind of curious if this crossbow will have a scope to it, which would make it more of a Rubico than but I don't think so. I think it's just going to be a regular old sniper deal, or like sniper crossbow deal, or rifle crossbow deal. Anyways, pretty interesting. Also, her powers. We have her first ability, second ability, and third ability, which we saw on a recent dev stream. I won't go into too much detail of them here, but I do have some pictures that we were provided. But her fourth ability, which originally was kind of like a spin-to-win crazy, blender of doom with her crazy, I don't know, her talons, I think is what they're calling them. But that was a thing, and apparently it's no longer a thing. It's more of like a charged directional attack where she launches these talons in the direction of her enemies, which I think sounds better. I would have rather have seen them do something a little bit of a hybrid. I would have liked her to see her like do some sort of lunge with the blade spinning around her that we saw previously, the previous iteration of her ultimate ability, but only have it be like a short 3-second span, and then where Warframe or the Warframe would stop her lunge. I thought it would be cool if like the blades just kept going like in a directional thing, but apparently it's going to be more of like she lifts the talons up, or the talons come off of her arms, they all point in one direction, and then she launches them. So that sounds kind of cool. Hopefully it's worth it. Hopefully it's worth the price of being an ultimate. But we'll see. We'll just have to wait and see. But I'm pretty excited about her overall. Garuda looks like an awesome frame. I'm gonna have a lot of fun playing around with her. So, alternate or as well as the weapons like the crossbow, we will be getting, of course, kit guns. So kit guns are, we've all been aware that the kit guns are coming. They're like a corpus aesthetic kit gun, which I think is kind of cool. So we have a few pictures of the kit guns broken apart in their different pieces. We have a combination of a bunch of different kit guns put together, so you can kind of get an idea of what type of kit guns you can make. And it also looks like they're going to be primary and secondary kit guns. I could be wrong, but in the concept art that originally came with at TennoCon, we saw primary and secondaries, so hopefully that is going to be a thing. Maybe one comes later, the primaries comes later, I don't know. I've also done a video talking about, having kit weapons in the future. We were talking about, what if weapons become more kit gun, the meta becomes more kit gun based, but anyways, if you guys saw that video, you have seen it, you already know what I'm talking about, but you could also go check that out if you would like to as well. Weapons, since we are talking about weapons, there is this awesome Corpus sniper like railgun sniper, which I think looks absolutely dope. We saw it back at TennoCon, but we also have a updated picture of it here, which looks absolutely fantastic. Apparently the way this works is every time you get a kill, it kind of increases its damage to some degree, and then it'll eventually max out at a certain number. And once it maxes out, you can use it as like a really powerful, like sniper cannon type deal, like a railgun would do. And it does a lot of damage, apparently. It sounds really, really cool. I cannot wait to get my hands on this and play around with it. There's also a pistol, a secondary Corpus pistol, that another thing that we saw, kind of concept art for it, but here is the look of it now. So from what I can tell by this pistol, is the way it works is you shoot an enemy and there is this beam-like tendril that comes off of the enemy that you shot and attacks a nearby enemy. I don't know if this is going to stun the nearby enemy. I think that would be pretty cool, but it is going to reach out and do some damage to a nearby enemy when you shoot someone with this pistol, and that looks pretty interesting. I'm kind of, like I said, I'm hoping for that stun so that maybe follow-up shots would be easier. That would be a really cool concept for this weapon. I'm really excited about how Digital Extremes is making some of these weapons with some gimmicks to them, as long as they're worth using these gimmicks. But I'm excited about this. I want to try this out as well. And then thirdly, this Corpus hatchet, which again we saw at TennoCon, but here's a look of it recently. And I'm assuming, because the file calls it a hatchet, I'm assuming it's more like a comma. You remember the comma weapon, which nobody uses? The dual commas are pretty cool, but I'm assuming this is more like a comma. But I could be wrong. At first, when I saw this, I thought it was a scythe, like a large, like an Ether Reaper or something like that. So it could be that. I'm actually kind of hoping it's a large scythe. But anyways, this is what we have now. I think it looks pretty cool from the shadow on the back, with the Warframe around it. It looks like a large scythe. I don't know. It's like in between. I can't figure it out. But I'm excited. I want to try that out as well. I think that'll be pretty fun. Okay, so we also have, I'm going to throw in here, these are some the concept art. First of all, these are the weapons that we just looked at in the concept form from TennoCon. Next to that, we also will be seeing these tranquilizer guns. So I'm assuming these are the 3 different quality tranquilizer guns. So, one is going to be only so good, the second one's going to be better, the third one's going to be the best. Similar to the way we have, or maybe one's like more piercing, one is more, I don't know. Anyways, we're going to be taking on and doing some conservation and saving some animals with these tranquilizer guns. So, of course, animal conservation, we have these different types of wildlife roaming around the plains, around Venus. They're going to be roaming around. We're going to be able to track these guys and hunt them down, and not hunt to kill. We are going to be saving these little furry and fuzzy fun creatures, and for conservation reasons, which is going to be pretty cool. So we'll get ourselves some standing and some, I'm assuming, some resources and all that stuff. I'm just going to throw this out there, guys. It's a new open world. It's a new area. There's new weapons. There's absolutely going to be new resources and ways to grind for them. So just keep that in mind. It's just necessary. It's a free to play game. That's how they do it. Um, but yeah, so we're gonna be chasing down the little critters and all that stuff, and that's gonna be cool. I'm grateful that they're actually making it more immersive and fun to actually chase down and get resources rather than just like standing and fishing. I mean, there's gonna be some fishing, but I don't know. Just killing an enemy and picking up stuff. I like the idea of actually getting involved and earning your stuff. I don't know. I don't know. You guys might feel differently, but of course, we will be seeing K drives, which everyone is excited about. I think will be pretty cool. However, I'm the kind of person that I really like to get immersed in the world. So I'm assuming there are going to be people that literally walk out into Venus and jump in their Arcwing and just fly around. And I feel like that's very immersion breaking. So personally, I'll be waiting to even goof around with the K drive and the Arcwing and flying around until I've explored a lot of the world, because I like to do that. That's the idea of fun to me. So we have the MOAs. Everyone's super excited about the MOAs. They did the live stream. They had the little MOA with the little duck walk thing. It was so cute. But you can build your own MOA, which you can see here. And there's an example picture of a bunch of different MOAs that were built in different aesthetic forms, and they look pretty cool too. So you're basically going to be able to create these MOAs to your own liking, your own aesthetic design. And I think that's pretty cool. I'm excited about that. Since we're on the topic of companions, there is a Sentinel that is coming our way. On the hub site for Warframe, this was not shown. However, there is a picture of this from TennoCon, so I brought this picture back from my archive, and we have a new Sentinel, which is pretty exciting. I'm excited to get my hands on a new Sentinel. It does have a new weapon that comes with it as well, so I'm excited about that. I'm excited about that. And once again, with Sentinels and companions and all that stuff, we are now finding out that the Kubros and Kavats are going to be getting their own mod, similar to Vacuum, but these are going to be on companions so that we can get our resources, more efficiently, similar to the way we do on our Sentinels, which is pretty cool. So expect that to be coming our way. And pretty much what's left over, I guess we have some companion armors to take a look at, which I think look absolutely dope. On the far left, someone from DE had some inspiration. Come on, that is definitely Isaac from Dead Space. No Lifer, one of my subscribers down, you're probably watching. He pointed this out to me, and he is absolutely right. That looks so much like Isaac Clarke from Dead Space. But anyways, I see you, Digital Extremes. I see you. Get some inspiration. But then the second dude over looks pretty cool. It looks kind of like an explorer. Looks like he's someone who would be out in kind of the snow and roaming around trying to get some work done. The third one over looks pretty cool. It looks like he's kind of more of an engineer, a mechanic of some sort, who would be working on some some of the Corpus tech or something like that. And then the fourth one over, this dude looks awesome. I love this. This is like a gas mask looking aesthetic. Looks like this dude would be in some really hazardous and dangerous areas, kind of doing his thing, and I love it. I love that aesthetic. Looks really cool. The arachnids, the ractoids, ractid. I don't know. These there's a new name for them, but the spider proxies are now in the game doing their thing, looking pretty cool. Of course, there is the massive one that is in the game. There is one that is more the size of like a jackal that we can fight and kill, and then there are the smaller one that is it's really small. They jump around, run around. They got the blades on their legs and they attack you. There are quite a few of them attack you at once. They're probably going to be frustrating to kill when it comes to like trying to shoot them and stuff, because they're dodgy little jerks, but it's very interesting. The Corpus Cave, or the Venus Underground Caves, looks absolutely cool. Looking absolutely beautiful. I can't wait to explore these caves. The base, the bases for the Corpus are going to be really, really cool. There are going to be some new Corpus enemies that we're going to be fighting as well. There was like a jetpack Corpus dude. There was like little Corpus drones that were flying around that are different from what we've seen in the past. There was that giant one-wheeled Corpus, mobile machine thing that was pretty cool. We'll see what that's about. Looks like bounties are going to get a UI overhaul design, which is going to look pretty cool. Hopefully, when we click on these different individual boxes, it'll give us an idea of what type of bounty we're completing. I'm assuming that's how that's going to work. But very interesting, very cool. I'm excited about all this. I hope you guys are as well. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you're excited for. If you want to come over and hang out on Twitch and explore the new open world with me, I would love to have you. I am playing on PC, but even if you are playing on Xbox and PS4, I would love to talk to you, hang out with you, and do some things. Come get your drops. I would love to have you. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy this, and I hope to see you guys again in another episode. Blah!